Hi, I'm Jason Paltrowitz, Executive Vice President of Corporate Services for OTC Markets Group. I'm pleased to be joined here in the Market Center by Fuat Erbil, President and CEO of Garanti, which trades on our OTCQX market under the symbols TKGBY and TKGBF. Fuat, welcome to the Market Center.
Thank you so much.
To start, can you tell us just a little bit about Garanti?
We are the second largest bank in Turkey, having an asset size more than 100 billion US dollars. We have a financial service platform actually serving 14 million customers. We have a huge franchise having 1,000 branches, 5,000 ATMs, and digitally in every channel actually, on online, mobile, social platforms, and so on and so forth. But more importantly, we serve every segment in the country, starting from consumer, SMEs, commercial, and corporates. And we do have some subsidiaries helping for us with different product categories like pensions, life insurance, factoring, leasing, brokerage, mortgages, payment systems. And we do have some banks outside of Turkey, in Netherlands, in Romania, as well as in Russia. In terms of our value proposition, I mean, everything starts with our customers and ends with our customers. So for us, our main reason for our existence is our customers actually. So our first priority to make them happy. So customer satisfaction is the number one priority of Garanti. I think second of all, we do have the best talent in the country at every level, starting from the branches, ends in the head office. We're paying a lot of attention to technology. The world is changing, so digital innovation. So we've been known as young, flexible, and a technological company, not only bank and company in the country. As an example, we just first launched our online banking 25 years ago almost. So just before many US banks, many European banks did so.
Excellent, thank you. So given the current landscape in Turkey, can you talk a little bit about what the opportunities for investors are?
I think Turkey has a great location, first of all, just in the middle of West and East. As you know, the economic gravity of the world is moving east. So as of today, Turkey is right center of this gravity. Number one advantage is the position, location of the country. Second of all, I think the most important advantage, maybe cliche, but the demographics is helping a lot because we do have a very young population in the country. So it is not only for the banking, but also in every other industry, big growth potential. The other important issue is the disciplined fiscal management. We don't have it anymore in many countries, as you know. The public debt to GDP, as an example, very low 30s, far below the Maastricht criteria, as an example. Budget deficit is almost zero, 1% or 1.2%. I think these are the very important issues regarding the robustness of the Turkish economy. And another important issue is the banking system. Banking system, we had a big crisis 15 years ago, but afterwards, I think we paid a lot of attention to the banks and the banking system and the robustness of the banking system. When you look at the Turkish banks, we are very highly liquid, and in terms of capital, highly capitalized, and growth is the key driver of us, other industries, and the Turkey. So, and finally, I think Turkey has been tested many times recently in the last 2 years with a couple of elections, geopolitical difficulties, as you know, and finally the coup attempt that we had almost 2 months ago. So after all, I think Turkey proved once again the robustness and the resilience in his way to grow and becoming leading countries in the world.
So with all of that put behind you, what are your growth plans for the next 6 months as we end 2016 and into 2017?
I think we do have the ongoing strategy. That's always the case, is the growth, because we do believe the growth is the main driver of Garanti and the Turkish banking system. So we pay a lot of attention to grow further and to support the economy and economic growth. And it was the case for the first half for this year. Actually, we grew more than what we guided or budgeted. As an example, Turkish lira lending growth was 11% in 6 months. So we gained market share in every single product categories, in every segment. It's another proof that Garanti is doing not only on a specific product or a segment, but in a very diversified way. Not the growth, but also I think we pay a lot of attention to asset quality. We maintain our asset quality almost flat in these challenging days. I think this was important. And more importantly, the capital ratios, the solvency ratios improved in the last 6 months. And finally, the cost and the efficiency is, of course, our one of the top priorities. And we improved our cost-income ratio by 400 pips in 6 months.
Excellent. So Garanti was actually the first Turkish company to join OTCQX back in 2012. Be interested to hear from you really what your strategies are for accessing the US markets and how you've kind of used the QX platform, having your stock quoted here, to access US investors specifically.
Sure. Let me start with the shareholder structure of Garanti. First of all, our major shareholder is the BBVA, the Spanish banking group, so they control the majority with 40%, very roughly, and 10%, the second largest investor of Garanti is the Doğuş Group, one of the Turkish main conglomerates. And the rest, 50%, is floating, publicly traded. And out of that 50%, which is publicly traded, is traded by the international investors. 90% is traded by the international investors. So I think this gives a lot of room for our international investors in terms of liquidity, in terms of size. But another thing I should be adding is last year in 2015, we are the first and still the sole company being part of the Dow Jones Sustainability Index in the emerging market category. And this year, we still maintaining our position there. I think we are very proud of this, and I think it is a result of how much we pay attention to sustainability in the new global environment. And let me give you a little bit detail about our interest or efforts that we had in the past for international markets. In 1993, we were the first Turkish company issuing shares internationally. So it was 25 years ago almost. So, and going forward, we paid a lot of attention with many things, as we did with you, OTCQX, International Premier. So we are very proud and very dedicated to this effort because we believe the trust is an important issue, integrity is a very important issue, accountability is a very important issue, and transparency. So I think these all efforts showing that for any stakeholders, I mean, from the largest or the smallest investors, are very important for us in every respect. So we have to keep them aware of everything that we're doing. Our mission has always been the same. We continue to deliver value to anybody who trusts Garanti.
Excellent. Fuat, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.